I'm not into video games, but that shit was cool as hell. I'm into movies. I'll go in there and watch that.
And not to downplay that, but that's another angle that these guys, our comedian friends, and even you guys too, that get to show up and present yourself. Ella's does a thing with Steve Miller's going to be there again here shortly. Actually, if I'm right, they do that once a month. Steve Miller, is it Cam? They're going to be there at Ella's?
Ella, yeah.
So like, there's these things. Iberian Rooster, I think Steve's there too. You know, all these guys are finding these little holes. I don't want to say holes in the wall, but little
avenues,
little holes to present themselves out of.
Yeah.
To show this thing where, you know, normally where you guys were 20 years ago, you didn't have the opportunity to present yourself anywhere other than a mall, right? Am I right with that? Are you not Tiffany?
You're not walking the mall, bro.
Yeah, we didn't do it at the mall.
Like, these comedians are finding every outlet they can. Shannon Kelly has found her place in Iberian Rooster, which is beautiful. Like, that stage downstairs. If
it wasn't St. Pete, dude, yeah.
I would. Oh yeah, I'd marry Shannon. Wait.
But I mean, on top of that, a few days prior to that, I'm at Verona with, you know, God damn it, what just happened to my brain?
Verona's husband.
Verona's
husband.
No?
Why are you such a dick? That's just really a lot of reasons.
Down from Trees was there.
Yes, Verona's husband.
Anyway, Down from Trees. Have you guys actually seen them play yet?
I've seen videos of them playing, and of course,
seen them at,
we're going to play with them.
Brass Mug that night.
Oh, that's right. Which, I like that too. Seeing you there, like when you weren't playing that night, we need more of that. Like, that's awesome. That was cool, right? Mm-hmm. That's why the Brass Mug needs some better fucking sound. Because it could be a great venue for, I don't give a shit. But it could be a great venue.
Yeah.
For something
She's
other
a great
than metal.
person, and you know what I mean? But I don't give a damn. It is common in the culture that is the biggest problem with that place is the sound.
What's the most unusual place you guys have played? We're talking about like barber shops where comedians have performed. What's the weirdest thing that nobody would expect that you guys have performed?
As this band or as any band?
Band or just any?
I want any band, yes. I want weird. I want weird shit.
Weird what?
What's up?
Oh, what gig are you talking about?
Yes, the weirdest.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was the ice cream store.
Well, we did that literally for 10 years, though. I mean, I don't think that was anything weird about that.
Because you did it for 10 years.
Yeah, you know, Tanya Matz out in Northdale. Tanya Matz. We played there for 10 years. We know the owner. That's how I met this guy. If it weren't for Tanya Matz, I wouldn't have this guy playing bass.
Ice cream has been there for when I was in high school 20 plus years ago.
Yeah, it's been there for a while, and so we
Matt
played
and I
there.
I both grew up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so they knew each other. I met him through the owner there, but we played there just the two of us. We didn't bring a band in there. We just the two of us, guitar and cello, and we played there for literally 10 years.
It's not really a big place.
It's not. No, we would play like up at the end, right in front of the window where they usually show the guy making the ice cream when that's happening, and he had a PA in there, so you didn't have to bring stuff in. It was a lot. It was a fun place for me to try out new material. It kept me writing in a time when I didn't have a band going on. It kept me writing. It kept me still playing and such to do that. And then sometimes we ran into just phenomenal things would happen there.
I'm more impressed that you did that way sooner than I thought that it was crazy to perform at a ridiculous place. And I don't mean ridiculous like, you perform there. I mean, that's crazy to think that these people are going to comic book shops and Rooster and the Tails and stuff like that. That's unbelievable.
So how did you end up there?
Somebody told us about the place, and I can't even remember who. Maybe she remembers who told us, but someone told us about the place, and we went out there, talked to the guy, and he liked what I was doing, and
they were ahead of
we
their
just
time.
playing. Yeah, he's been doing music there for. Well, I mean, he doesn't run it anymore, but I mean, for longer than 10 years that we were there, there was music there. Basically Friday and Saturday nights. Sometimes people play on a Sunday night, but it was basically Friday and Saturday nights for years. Her and I would rotate the weeks with another guy, and every other week we'd be there on Friday and Saturday night, both nights, all night.
Isn't that the smallest venue you played?
Oh,
now,
super.
How long
that was the smallest.
How long has this collection of G, Sassani, and NSYNC been together?
Well, this complete collection, probably a little less than a year.
How long have you been with us?
Yeah, Ray was the final piece, so since October, so going on a year. So, I mean, we're just starting to get out there as this particular incarnation of the music.
Then we'll get back to you. So that's the smallest. What's the biggest venue you played?
Oh, the cool Festival of the Falls. I used to do a lot of arts festival tours around the Northeast, and one of the neatest places I ever played was Niagara Falls, and I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do this thing called the Festival of the Falls every year, and it was on the Canadian side. And they get these bright lasers and stuff bouncing off the water at night, and this it's so distracting that I'm amazed that I was able to do a performance because it was just being there on the stage. You can't play and not be distracted by where you are, and what was cool and tremendous amount of fans. A lot of people there. That was probably one of the coolest places I've ever played. Unusual, yeah. It gets your adrenaline up. You're feeling really good, but unfortunately, like I said, it's distracting because you're seeing this amazing light show off the water, and it's just
you just want to be out there watching you.
Yeah, exactly. I would have rather, and I remember in that gig not having time to do that to see other bands or something for one reason or another, and I would have enjoyed seeing that show more than playing that show.
But dividing that, like going to a concert where you've played in the audience and they've done something ridiculous, like. What's the next thing that's been distracting? Like cell phones or lighters or...
Yeah, cell phones. I don't own one. I'm one of these people. I've never owned a cell phone. I'm not going to own a cell phone. No, it's not anti-technology. I love technology. I'm a movie reviewer. I have an up-to-date home theater and stuff like that. I just don't like having I don't like carrying my phone around. I just don't want to be...
What's the website?
You could just not answer.
Dude, you are my
hero.
hero.
Our website is gesassani.com, GESASSANI.com.
So where can
I meant upcomingdisc.com.
On the what?
I'm not that
Upcoming
smart.
disc.
Oh, upcomingdisc.com is our review site. I do reviews. Yeah, but that's so I'm in the technology.
Type that in.
Yeah, we were the first site in the entire United States to do a 4K review. So I love technology. I went out and got a player before anybody could. Yeah. Well, no, 4K UHD players. I went out and found me one before they were even available to the public.
Didn't you just walk in and say, "Hey, I just got this new PS4, but I need you to log me in"?
No, he's talking about. No, he's talking about. No. That's movies. Games I'm not as up on.
No, it's the same.
Keep it real, Mike.
No, it's not the same. I have no games are not the same. Games I don't know much about, but because I'm still playing 8-bit games at home. But as far as
I have them too. Let's play.
Yeah, but as far as actual technology, I'm not down on technology. I just am down on carrying my phone all over the place with me.
All right, we have to get to this because if we don't, you won't have to feel the backlash of it.
No, I
will, dude. They will come at me.
Who will come at you?
Listeners, like if we don't get to something that they love,
okay, what do they
hear about it?
What do they
We
love?
could take questions from them.
Yeah, they can do whatever you want.
No, here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do this.
Well,
Okay.
here's the problem. You're my worst enemy. Like you're my worst. You're my best and worst fan.
I think that's good.
No, you're good and bad.
I'm only bad when I'm honest.
Nope. You're just bad.
So anyway, let's get to this because we're running out of time. Full Harmo and Mike. What are you going to play for us tonight?
Okay.
So I'm going to warn everybody, we've got 6 to 8 months of me playing just shit. I'm playing something that's improvised, and I don't even care anymore. I'm not going to apologize for playing something that's bad. Because we're now at the point where I think you were hoping for, that I was going to be so bad that it was going to be so good. Well, now I'm going to be so bad that when I'm good, this is going to be pretty...
So down from trees. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. What was the first song?
Go ahead. There you go. The sad part is that was better than some of the shit you didn't give a disclaimer for.
Oh, that was terrible.
I know.
That was I played that so much better 7 hours ago.
Gino, whoever wants to do this is where you guys
Promote
talk
your
about
shit.
whatever you want to talk about.
Well, yeah, we do have a lot of stuff coming up. Excuse me. We do have a lot of stuff coming up. starting Friday the 5th, we're going to start a series of shows at a place called Barefoot Billy's Friendly Tavern. It's down there pretty much in the corner of McDill and Gandy Boulevard. We'll be there. It's right next to the ABC liquor store. We're going to be there. They're starting a rotation there, so we're going to be there every first Friday for the next 6 months, and we're looking forward to checking that place out. We're also going to be, you talk about the Blue Note. Well, we'll be out there, again, doing a switch. On July 26th, we will be out there in support of Down with Trees, so we'll play a set out there for them. And then, what's that? That's what I said.
That's what I heard.
Down from Trees. Isn't that what I said?
Yep. I heard it.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
It doesn't matter.
and then on September 28th, excuse me, we're going to switch it. We're going to headline. They're going to come out there, and hopefully we'll have
Down with
another
Trees
band.
with you.
Right. They're going to come out there with us, and so we're hoping fans will come out to that. Also, I assume you're pushing this on August 24th. You have your big brass mug. We were talking about the brass mug. You have your big show out there, and we are scheduled to be part of that Saturday.
And thank
So
you for that. We appreciate that.
we, we're looking forward to doing that. And you were talking about being out there for whole bands. I intend to stay the whole 2 days, watch all the bands if I can. I mean, as many as I can. So,
I mean, that's the thing about the group that's going to be doing this.
Yeah.
Is I know they will. Like, the bands that are going to be playing in it are the bands that do stick around
Yeah.
for the other bands.
Now
You know
it's-
that's why they're a part of this group.
and we're going to do that. And of course, the big thing we have coming up is we're working on a CD. We're going to record the first tracks here in a couple of weeks. We're working on a new CD. It's going to be called Merchants and Mercenaries. It's going to be full. We're going to fill this baby up, and it's going to be my 8th album, the first with these guys, and I'm looking forward to having it with these guys.
Did
So
you just start working on that?
Well, we were working on it with the old drummer. And we told you we had a drummer, and we ended up with issues with the drummer. So we spent, and poor Chris, I feel bad for, because it started with me, Chris, and the other drummer, and I felt bad because we worked a year on that thing and finally laid down some tracks, and then we had issues with the drummer, and so we wasted a whole year. So saying we're just working on it, some of us have been working on it for a long time and are now looking forward to
Now
laying
you have a
something that's
solid
going to
group
work.
with.
Yeah, but this is solid
It
now.
is worth the wait.
Yeah, with Ray. Yeah,
With Ray.
having Ray come along, and and there was no question about re-recording it with Ray rather than use the tracks we already laid down with the other drummer. That was never a question. It was never going to happen. And it is. There's no way we were going to do it without it. And yeah, Ray's phenomenal. He was the last piece. Tom was the same thing. And the thing with Tom, you talk about people having to contribute. Those two have been friends for a long time, and he knew we were looking for a guitar player. And he many times brought up Tom. He said, "I got this guy, but he's going to hate your stuff, and you're not going to like him." And but if it gets into a jam, we'll do it. And it's what happened. He gave him the music, and it turned out it was a lot different than he expected. We not only got along, liked each other, we ended up finding a way to make the music, and he adds an element again. Everybody in this room adds an element to what we're doing, and so this album's going to be great.
Again, guys, thank you collectively for coming in here. Seriously.
We've been looking forward to
Thanks
this.
for having
You
us.
got awesome people.
Yeah, we were
Awesome
looking forward
band.
to it.
I mean, you have everything.
Yeah.
And speaking of, eventually getting along, I can't wait for that to happen.
When is that, Sarah?
I don't know. As soon as you let me be a part of your show.
Well, let me be a part of your show. And
Thank
we
you
can
for
make-
being a part of my show.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your
I notice he gives you a smaller table, though. What's up with that? You got this little portable table. He's got this rig that you could launch a space shuttle
like a
out
little guy
of.
with a big truck, dude. That's how you operate.
Well, guys, I also wanted to mention the songs that were played tonight. Those are songs that are going to be on the new album that we record.
Yes, they are.
So that's a precursor to what we have coming up.
Those were literally tracks from rehearsal.
Yeah, you can have them. You can give them away. Unfortunately, it doesn't feature these
I think
guys.
Tiffany gets the one.
Yeah, Tiffany is one of them for winning.
Yeah, those
I'm gonna
CDs are
rip it
from
and then
before
I'll get
this
it to
band was.
Yeah.
And I thank you guys again. We do. I guess we have times we have to keep or some shit. Is that why you keep?
Oh,
doing
we've
this?
left
fucking
the
baseball-
realm of things. So
So anyway,
now
okay.
I want to promote Phil Passardo for my Passardo harmonica. It's delicious. It tastes
Okay.
good. If you're not familiar with this is a chromatic harmonica. It's 14 holes. I think I'm doing the math on that. It is a special 64, which means it has 64 notes. This is a really cool harmonica. It's about
What'd you
nine.
pay for it?
I paid. If you go to philharmonicas.com,
How much did you pay for it?
if you go to
How much
philharmonicas.com,
did you pay for
can
it?
get yourself one for $950.
And he doesn't know how many fucking holes are in it. He paid $950 for it and doesn't know how many holes are in it.
Wow.
There's One.
So anyway, thanks guys. And listen,